members, Monday, how are you? I have been working on MM40, and this is the way I'm approaching the project. We're pulling in the files here, and I'm only testing on two files right now. I'm testing on data file 1, data file 2. Obviously, we can pull in data file 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. We can pull in more files. I'm saying I'd like the information from sheet 1. And here is as far as I've gotten. I do a search criteria here and here. You see in column J and column D as in dog. I can do a search criteria. This is my search column. And then I can ask, I'd like for you to pull in information from column 4, 3, and 2 from data file 1. And then I'd like for you to pull in information from column 4, 3, and 2 from data file 2. So I'm going to zoom out, and I'm looking for the same team. So team A1, team A1, and then run the macro. It's slow. Maybe I'd like to see how other analysts have built this out, where it's faster than mine. Mine is pretty slow, because if you look at data file 1 and 2, I only really have just this set of data. But here you can see under data search, zoom in, I'm pulling in A1. So A1 was here. I only have A1 that exists under this file. And up here you can see this is data 2. And this is the way it pulled in. A1, column 4, column 3, and column 2. And that's the order that I requested it in. Column 4, column 3, column 2. Wherever I'm doing my search criteria, which is here in column J, and it has to be in column J, is entered in the first column. So the macro is limited to this. It's not like I can do search criteria in the rest of the columns. I can expand it and add search criteria, like maybe insert, add search criteria here for this column. And we can adjust this to column 2, column 3, etc. But I'm trying to make sure I understand exactly what the user needs are. So in this case, A1, A2 is my search criteria. So you can see in data set, data 2, A1 is here. I only have one record, and then I go under data file over here, and I only have one record. Just the first file, I only have the one record that exists. So let me search for A2 in this file up here. In data file 1, which is also here, under B5, I've entered the exact data file name, and also need to enter the extension. So I'm going to search for team A2 in data file 1 and data file 2. I could also search for A1. Here, let's run it this way. I'll run it again. Both the files have to be open, but there's another macro we could run to open the files. And that can be just added to our main master macro here. And so I go to data search, and you can see here's A2 pulled in, and here's A1. Right now, what the problem is I'm not adding the headers. So I'm not sure if this is something that you would like, is the headers to be added, or you'd like the information on separate tabs. And that's my question. How do you want the data to look? Let me zoom out. So for instance, if I have no search criteria and I pull in the information in this way, where I'm just saying pull in data from sheet 1, from these separate files here, I could list more, and this portion is dynamic. This is already something Tiger Spreadsheet Solutions built out, something Chris built out. So as we zoom out, I'm basically saying from these underlying files, which are open, and we have the macros that will open these files automatically, just not in this master file. Here are the columns I'd like for you to pull in. Right now, the way I built this is these columns need to stay as they are, because I do pull information in script from column J and column I, so the end users cannot be touching these columns. The idea is the end user will enter information under these rows and information under here. And I'm almost trying to get a sense of like what is the end user seeking under data search. So for instance, you can see the data is not going to pull in with any bold. Let me get rid of it. So you can see here you have headers under team unit group area, team unit group area. This is when you don't have search criteria. As soon as you add search criteria like A2, for instance, from the second data file and click run, go on the date search, and here is everything pulls in from the first file, but the second file comes in. Here now A2 comes in without the headers. I can, if you are looking for the headers, I have a workaround. I have an idea how we could just add this by adding a headers file. But I think if this is the script that you're looking for, and you want to see something like this, data file 1, data file 2, or if you want to see search criteria, sampling in A2, from data file 1 and 2, and see headers, I have an idea how to add the headers here and here. Like this was data 2, and this was data 1. So I guess I just need to know what the end results, what the goal of the end results are. If you're looking for headers or not before I try to make adjustments, or if you're looking for the output to be on separate tabs. That's where I'm unsure. But right now, what you have, if you want to search, you can search even A1 at the top, A2 at the bottom, click run. And you can see A1 comes in from file 1, and here is A2 from file 2. And just to show you the underline, we only have one A1 in file 1, and here's A2. We have two A2s under row 4 and row 5. So hopefully this is along the lines of what Tim is looking for and what Tiger Spreadsheet Solutions is looking for, what Chris is looking for. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm on the right path here and keeping up. Okay, talk to you next time. See you Monday.